Win that trophy for the second year running. That has never ever been done before. Essex hoping to win it for the very first time. Hamish Rutherford returning to finals day. Ricky Vessels, that's a very, very strong looking top order with Moeen Ali at number 3. Pat Brown has impressed yet again on finals day. The Eagles will look no further really than Simon Harmer. Very, very impressive in the semi-final. Lots to play for them for both these sides. Mark Butcher now with David Lloyd.
Well, the night is drawing in, the lights are on. I've just had a trip outside. Is there any dew? Not yet, there isn't. That's been all the talk. Essex Eagles winning the toss and electing to field first. It's the same pitch. 3 matches worth of cricket pitch, 21st of September. It might all be about captaincy, this. A lot of talk about the pitch. It's understandable that it's not a quick pitch. Might be a little bit tired. Look at the square there. It's a lot of wear and tear. And so there's got to be a fair amount of thought goes into this as a batting side. Worcester Rapids batting first, setting a target. Call me old-fashioned, but it might be no bad thing. Set the target, get a big one.
Well, Simon Harmer and Essex will be thinking the opposite. They'll be thinking they've just spun Derby out on the very same pitch just an hour or so ago. And that with the absence of that dew at the moment, it'll be dry, it'll turn, and their slow bowlers will hold sway again. For Worcestershire, well, Ricky Vessels and Hamish Rutherford wandered out past the Blast Trophy. Will Worcestershire become the first team ever to defend their title in T20 cricket in the UK? Dan Lawrence is going to open the bowling. That tells you all you need to know about this surface and the type of bowling that Simon Harmer and Essex believe will do the job on it.
Well, is it just one of these or sneak one in? Hamish Rutherford and Ricky Vessels, firepower there. Rapids won it last year. Essex have never been in a final until right now.
The change for Essex. Porter out, Sam Cook in. Porter got a bit of tap with the new ball in the semi-final. He's been replaced. But we expect this innings to be about spin, spin, and more spin.
Oh, hello. Try and hit the cut bit.
Well, one thing's for sure, if you miss it, it'll really turn. It's like sand either side of the 22 yard.
Spinach.
Spinach on the field, a bit of swillage off it. Heavy afternoon for some here at Edgbaston.
Oh, Nick. .62 miles an hour, that. And it spun.
Yeah, it would have been straight in the breadbasket of slip had he been posted. Rutherford trying to get the foot out of the way and give himself room to swing the arms, but that turned.
Oh, bowled him with an absolute snorter. Mesmerising run-up. Ball pitches, probably middle. It's the top of off.
Well, that's what the part-timer can do. Moeen Ali is on his way out in the very first over. Just have a look at this. Pitch is middle and leg. Hamish Rutherford hadn't been convinced, obviously, that the ball was turning, was trying to knock that in front of square on the leg side. Oh no, not tonight. Not on this deck. Rutherford goes for 4. First blood to Essex, 5 for 1.
Moeen Ali in after 3 deliveries. I mentioned it's a mesmerising run-up from Dan Lawrence. Pitches it perfectly. As a batsman, you've got to think on your feet and see the ball spinning like that. You just got to play it better. Of course it's going to spin. Just check out this run-up.
Well, you might ask yourself, how do you play this? First thing, don't be trying to hit it through square leg.
Oh, squirted in the gap, dangerous.
Moeen Ali finds the boundary. Very first delivery. Looking to get alongside it and then open up the hands, open up the blade, try and hit with the spin as much as he possibly can. It's aerial, he gets away with it. But it looks as though Mo's going to be very positive here.
Think on your feet.
Well, Simon Harmer has got that slip in straight away from Moeen Ali. Knows if he can knock this guy over, they're in business.
What an eventful first over. 10 on the board, but 1 down. Look at the spin. Look at the wicket. Where does it pitch? It pitches about midland leg. It's going to spin. It's spinning all the time. It's going to spin more. Well, Sam Cook missed out in the semi-final, in instead of Jamie Porter. Wicket-keeper up to the stumps and smacked away, backward point.
Yeah, just watch Worcestershire go after Sam Cook. Cook will try and take the pace off. But a seamer, Ricky Vessels is going to try and tuck in as much as he possibly can. Width was the error from Cook.
Oh. Sharp keeping.
Yeah, Adam Wheater an absolute blinder in the semi-final. Ball just melts into those hands. Cox is no mug either behind the stumps. 2 very fine keepers on show in this final.
That's a slowish, is it? No, it's not. It's registering 82. It looked like a slowie. Sure it was. Knights are drawing in now.
It's dark at night time, isn't it?
Spanked away into the leg side, Hollins side.
He's in terrific form, Moeen Ali. had his favourite bat lifted from the dressing room after his extraordinary century in the semi-final down at Hove. He seems to have found another one that he likes just as well.
Bit fuller. Oh, he gets it through, lovely shot. Yeah, he's found a cricket bat there. 23 for one. Looks as if off spins out of the attack. Aaron Beard. So he took off spin out of the attack. Ball's really spinning. Dan Lawrence getting that first wicket, Rutherford.
Ricky Vessels has been content to play second fiddle to Moeen Ali, particularly in that semi-final down at Hove. Literally just turned the strike over to the left-hander. I think today he's going to have to go, particularly in this power play while the ball is hard. Try and take toll as much as you possibly can.
Ball that again. It's important for Essex that we've won the toss. We're having a ball first. It's going to be quite damp later on. We've won the game. Don't think that way. Got to do the work. It's a decent start, this, by the Rapids. Ball that again. Nervy. Ricky Vessels has played for 3 different teams on finals day. Northants, Nottinghamshire, Worcestershire. 2 others have played for 3 teams.
Will Smith's one of them.
Correct.
Tell you who they were as well. Nottinghamshire, Durham,
Yes.
and Hampshire.
Correct. Who's the other then? Got you there, haven't I?
And Richard's just told me as well, I forgot. I tell you, I know who it is. He's played for everyone.
Yeah, go on.
Yasser Arafat.
Correct.
Hampshire, Kent, Sussex.
He's stayed south, hasn't he?
He played for Surrey as well. No finals for them.
At the minute, this is an 8-ball over. Not finished. 9 balls.
Just getting the release point wrong on that off cutter.
Still another to go.
You can see what he's trying to do. Wide on the crease, Aaron Beard. Either trying to bring the ball back in with an off cutter or spear the angle in towards the batsman. Doesn't want to give away any width. Hasn't quite got the radar as he would like it.
Push for 2 here, just a single. Just the one. So 3 overs, 30 for 1. Going at 10 and over.
It's not news though. We've seen the new ball go that sort of rate in both semi-finals. So what happens after that?
Good cookie boy, good cookie boy. Just one here, cookie.
Higher than an ace, you say?
Oh, it's higher, higher. Higher, lower, higher, lower, lower. Look at the joker. It's into the hollies. It's in now. There it is. Oh, he's dropped it. I'm not surprised at this time.
Oh, Moeen Ali. It's just such a lazy swing of the bat. Straight out of the screws. Straight into the screwballs.
Oh, the lad with the sweater dropped it. Full toss. Oh, doesn't get it through. Get back. Buzzers.
Brilliant stop from Cameron Delport. Backward point. Reverse hand, saved a boundary. How's he going to close it out? Field change, keep them all up. Barring the 2 back at deep mid-wicket and long on.
Tempted Yorker finds point, no run. 36 for 1. Earlier. There's a familiar face. He got them all going. Got the Cardinals going, the Mexicans, the Ducks. Mr. Motivator. All the gear.
I mean, no disrespect to Mr. Motivator, but they have Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl.
Mr. Motivator. Just got up, didn't you, out of bed, just getting yourself a coffee, and then he comes on screen. Not now, mate. Flick it with a spin. They had that green goddess as well, do you remember? Your hair's like shredded wheat, you're just getting out of bed, your mouth's like a pram bottom, you get yourself a coffee, and then he comes on jumping about. You're in with your pyjamas, aren't you? Just come out the loo from the 5th time. Oh, boy, be careful, lad.
Big Paul Walter there at backward point. Can't believe that it landed short. Moeen Ali's got one of those magic bats where you time it in the middle, it disappears out of the park. You miscue it, it lands short of the field.
So 1 over for Dan Lawrence, then out to the attack, bring him back in. Just sneak him on, sneak him off.
This one in, kiddo.
Oh, he's hit it straight to the fielder. The old bung hole.
The thing is, you're not expecting it, are you? Surface like this, the last ball you expect to spin at a bowler is something that's really full. To jam it into the surface and make it turn. Vessel's not expecting it.
Excellent over this. Quicker, well bowled, terrific over. 38 for 1.
For 1 after 5 overs. Final over of the power play then to be bowled by Ravi Bopara. That's what we saw in the second semi-final as well. No Simon Harmer yet. 4 wickets to him. His best ever T20 figures in that last match. Massive partnership, this one. Ali and Vessels, 2 experienced campaigners. Ali, a standing knock to get Worcestershire 2 finals day in the first place. And he goes again. Has he got enough on it? Yes, he has. 20 rows back.
Yeah, the first one was a slower ball, and Moeen Ali was saying, I'm going to play every ball like it's a slower ball. Wasn't going to be deceived. He just waited that fraction longer, and he smashed it for 6. Bopara said on interview to Rob Key after the first game, take pace off, but don't be predictable. Moeen Ali knew exactly what was coming there.
Nearly gets it away. Power play has been good for all teams right throughout the day. The key phase has been from 6 to 15. Spinners have come into it. The medium paces with all the tricks. He pitches it up even more. That is going down the ground from Wessels. Blocked off that leg side field, which is where he is strong. It's carnage out there now in the Holly stand, Nats.
Time for key, I reckon, over there. An update from the Hollies. Does he find the gap? No. Harmer hasn't bowled yet. That's going to be vital. This game starts in 1 delivery's time. Power play will be done. Every side today has gone hard in the power play. Scores around about 50. It won't be much different here, but then the wheels come off. Harmer still has 4. Thought he might have bowled before the dew came down. It's getting a little bit slippery out there.
Power play done. 47 for 1.
Wessels has struggled. Moeen Ali has played nicely after the dismissal of Rutherford. It was a poor shot from Rutherford. He had one go, had a drive, but then this was a nothing shot. And Lawrence has been impressive. 1 for 12 in that power play. Seamers have come on nicely. It's going to be trial by spin. Such an elegant player, Moeen Ali. Makes batting look so easy.
Just the mere 100 average coming into finals day for Moeen Ali. Here he is then, captain has brought himself on. Absolute ripper of a delivery. Got a wicket with his first ball, and then 2 in 2 for Harmer. Up against a good player of spin though. This will be a contest. The change of angle, he was shaping to play leg side and then just opened the face. Very good wrists, Moeen Ali.
Something's got to give here. Wessels is a right-hander. It's going to be slightly easier for right-handers against Harmer. But Wessels has 9 off 13. He may be the man who tries to go after him. Well, that ain't skidding on yet. It's still ragging square.
Well, I just had a little feel out there, Nas, just before we came on comms.
Thanks
of
for
the
that,
grass.
Ish. And what was your update of Dewgate?
As Wessels launches straight shot.
Got to be the right-handers. It's not going to be easy for Moeen Ali. The way he bowls against left-handers, we saw that in the first game. Spinning in, spinning into the arc. It's going to have to be the right-handers that really get after him.
Just a few specks. Could feel the moisture building, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. For 1.
Wonder what they'll do with Ross Whiteley. He struck it beautifully in that semi-final. Powerful hitter. Watch out for him in the batting lineup.
Not so much of a breeze at the moment either. It was Ricky Vessel hitting to the leg side earlier on today. That's the way the wind was blowing.
Two very good players. Ricky Vessels always goes under the radar. He's an excellent white ball player. Moeen Ali we've known about for years.
Oh, skills.
Yeah, good running. Is it? Better throw. Needed.
That's Robbie boy.
Where was he aiming there? It was right down the middle now.
Yeah. Didn't know which end to throw, so he went right up the middle. Bopara wasn't that bothered. Bopara, when batting, actually knocked it on the leg side himself. Picked up a lot of twos.
Finds the man.
Yeah, he got away with that. He got away with that. Moeen Ali was such a clean striker. The ball, want to hit that for 6. Dragged down. What a wonderful stadium this is. It's been one of the pluses of the summer. World Cup venues, Test match venues, everywhere we've been. Full crowd. They really are some excellent stadiums now in England.
Bit of frustration creeping in for Ali. End of the 8th, it's 60 for 1. Current run rate will take Worcestershire up to 150, 8 and over 156. Par here this year, 165. The Rapids scored 147 in the first game today, which they were able to defend. Incredible scenes, really. Nottinghamshire were cruising it before they lost their heads at the end. It meant that the defending champions could take themselves through to this match. Of course, the conditions might change. So, something to consider for these two in the middle. How many runs do you think they'll need, Nas?
Well, it really depends on this dew factor, doesn't it? I mean, if it stays the same conditions as earlier, then 160 is plenty. You can see, though, in this innings, it's spinning more than the semis. So the skipper that said we will have a bowl, at the moment, the dew's not a factor, but plenty of time for that. It's not spinning less, it's spinning more, it's not skidding on, it's still gripping.
Taken, is it? It is! Simon Harmer, what a day he's having! Wickets in the semi-final, a wicket here now, and a brilliant catch.
It's still gripping. Sitting in the pitch, not skidding on. And Moeen Ali was through his shot early, trying to work to leg, and just chipped it back to Harmer. That's an excellent catch. He's a brilliant slip fielder in Championship cricket. He has bucket hands, and those bucket hands have brought about the dismissal of a danger man. Moeen Ali, 32, 61 for 2.
huge wicket in the context of this match. Talked about the battle between the spinners, Simon Harmer and Moeen Ali. What about the contest with bat and ball? Harmer's won the battle. And the next man in, Ben Cox, had a fabulous finals day last year. Can he stir those memories again? Simon Harmer strikes.
Wow, was that just outside the line? Ben Cox not amused. The dugout not amused. Essex don't care. Cox may have felt he got outside the line with this one. Look how far across he is. 2 in 2. Skipper Harmer's on a hat-trick. First ball duck for Cox. 61 for 3.
Just 2 hat-tricks on finals day previously. Ali the first to go. Stunning catch. Where was the impact?
Not sure about that decision.
Left-hander out in the middle now. Slip in. Hat-trick ball. Potentially, Nas.
Too high, I reckon. That one's gripped, it's bounced. Umpire David Milnes was under pressure. Having given the second one, he was thinking long and hard. It was an absolute jaffer. Drift in, turn and bounce, pitched outside leg.
Yeah, that was quite clear, even without Hawkeye.
I don't think either of those LBs had much going for it, Ish, to be honest. The second one or the hat-trick ball.
Changing the angle again. Simon Harmer. But what an over it's been. Just the 2 runs from the over. 2 wickets to fall. 62 for 3.
He's still shaking his head, and I'm not surprised. Hit it. See a little murmur on ultra edge. And also for me, he was a stump outside the line.
Left arm and round the wicket.
Just a little inside edge. You can see why he was cross.
Nidra. Next man on. Picked up 3 wickets in the semi. 7 between those 2 spinners, Nidra and Harmer.
Yeah, he did really well. Coming in cannot be easy. Imagine not playing all summer and then suddenly you're in and you're playing finals day, spinning, pressure on you, and he handled it very well.
And Derbyshire looked to apply pressure to him as well. 14 coming off his first 4 deliveries. He was able to come back into it.
That's why those 2 wickets were important there. If he comes on without those 2 wickets, I think Worcestershire would have done the same. Now they've just got to regroup a fraction, not for long. They don't nowadays.
Oh, it's in the slot. It's in the slot for Parnell. He takes advantage.
Again, easier, left-hander, ball spinning in. So ideal for Worcestershire if Parnell took Nidja and the other way round, with Vessels taking Harmer. They'd like it this way round if they can.
As he looks to bowl here, dart it into the leg stump, bowl wider of the off stump. A short ball outside the off stump, inside edge. It'll go for 4.
Meggs, the keeper. Dragged down, he decided he wasn't going to pitch it up. Spinners nowadays, the moment they get hit over their head, they bowl it into the surface. A little inside edge away for 4.
Now the fully, which he gets away with.
Forward 5 lads, forward 5 lads.
A good over for the Rapids, 75 for 3.
Well, they look a little gloomy at the moment, but that man on the right there had some impact, a big impact even, in the semi-finals. Still have plenty of batting to come.
Boy.
Looks hard work, doesn't he? Us left-handers here thinking, what are we going to do?
Well, we were just talking off air and just saying, I asked you, how would you play him then? Handy.
Might need to have a quick look and see what's happening with that one, but didn't really spin as much. Well, my solution to try and play against this would just be try and get down the other end.
Oh, well, there you
somehow.
go. I knew that when we played together. Yeah.
That one not quite as gripped as much. We expect it as we gradually go through the evening to maybe spin a little bit less, or just skid on a little bit more.
Well, Butch is our conditions expert, and he's just been wandering around by the pod, and he said it's just beginning to get a little damp out there, so that's just the first indication. There may just be a little bit of dew, conditions may just be changing, but players out there will be very much aware, certainly when Harmer is bowling, still turning.
Yeah, it's lovely curve and drop into the pitch, isn't it? Then it just bites on the surface. England brought him in, I think it was at Lord's, was that second test match, just to gain a bit of practice again as somebody who bowls in that similar sort of fashion. Gets over the top of the ball.
More evidence that the ball is turning sharply. It's difficult for the left-hander, and that's why Simon Harmer's been over the wicket to the left-hander, because he wants to score, wants him to score exclusively on the leg side, but he feels now that he can go round the wicket and attack the stumps, and that's what he does there.
Wow, that's so close, isn't it? That hasn't got a, that cannot miss by very much. But I think you're right. I'm surprised almost that he came round over the wicket to start with, because there's so much spin.
Great work from Wheater. More turn, sharp turn. I'm just going to have a little look. Looked okay. It didn't look as if he just lifted his back foot, but we'll just check. So he's through 3 overs, 2 for 15. He has 1 more to go.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, timing, it was lifted, but it was down, I think, in time.
Well, it's a not-out delivery. A wonderful over again from Harmer, 82 for 3.
Bowled very effectively his first couple of overs. He's persuaded the captain, and the turn has persuaded the captain that he's going to go to Lawrence.
I reckon he'll fancy him in Vessels. I think he might be looking to try and take him down. As we talked about, the left-hand, right-hand combination, very tricky when the ball is spinning away. To really go after it, got to make sure it's right under the bat. If the ball's spinning in, you can sort of extend your arms and sort of catch up with the spin as it grips in the surface. More margin for error.
Yeah, should come back for 2.
Last kiddo, last bell.
It's carved away hard into the deep. Ryan Tenderskata takes the dive. And you come back comfortably for 2. Timed well again from Parnell.
Fine line, isn't it, for the off-spinner, because as you'll say, any left-hander will tell you, quite like the off-spinner in one-day cricket, because it creates the angle. It means you can hit through the offside. But if you just bowl the right line and it holds on the pitch, then it is tough. So it's a small margin for Dan Lawrence.
Length is probably more important here, isn't it? You think, because even if you bowl too straight and the length is correct, it's going to be really tricky. Where if you're too short on any line, then you can be picked off.
Well, that's difficult. You were at the other end, not facing.
Give it a rest, eh? Let's move on. That's all I hear, isn't it? Winch, winch, winch. Oh, while you were the other end, it was fine down there. Eh? You'd have just got your big reverse broom out, wouldn't you, and just hoiked it to leg side.
You kept telling me to stop playing it when we were playing. Mind you, there were 3 fielders on the reverse spin.
Nice kid, nice kid.
Well, I reckon he's bowled that from about 24 yards.
Strong here, kiddo.
Looked like from here, this position, it was very, very long delivery.
No, you can just see from the reaction. It's tough enough, and he just missed out on a real gift. 89 for 3. Well, Brett D'Oliveira, they're talking to the skipper. He's carded to come in next, but if this goes on for another over or 2, you might just feel that Ross Whiteley there in the back row, he might be better suited to get out there and try and finish this innings. Harmer will finish his spell.
Well, that's fizzed again. Kind of feel almost that the Rapids are trying to keep that left-hand, right-hand combination, trying to make it tricky for the opposition to adjust.
Oh, well, almost impossible to play.
Great seam position, and that's fizzed. That's an absolute screamer. He's bowled plenty of those this evening.
Well, he's pleading, absolutely pleading, but nothing from David Mills, who just walks away.
Oh, he must have hit it or something because it looks stone dead on this.
Yeah, it must have been surely an inside edge. And gone. Just a little quicker and straight through. He picks up his third.
Well, Simon Harmer, take a bow. He's been absolutely superb, reading the situation, almost taking pace off, then adding pace on. You can see this one just push through, almost like an arm ball there in the back of the seam. Fizzes through the defences or the cut shot of Wayne Parnell. And adds to his total. He's now gone on, equalled the amount of wickets in the Blast Finals day, but Parnell's gone for 19, Worcester 90 for 4.
There's a change. It's not Brett D'Oliveira, it is not Ross Whiteley, but it is Daryl Mitchell, the experience of Daryl Mitchell. Just one delivery left. No, in fact, he's finished his spell. Outstanding spell. 4 of his 3 for 16.
Quick look at his wickets. It's been spinning all day, but this has been very impressive. Continue to just rag it and just hit the pitch, and make it very tricky for the Rutgers batsman. I think he got a little bit lucky with that wicket, and again, just a change up here of the arm ball. All day he's been a thorn in everyone's side.
Finds the gap and will go quickly to the boundary. Great start for Daryl Mitchell.
You can just see there, just talking about the pace on. Nidja cut away, very strong on the cut shot. Daryl Mitchell behind square offside. Scores thousands of runs there over the course of a county championship season.
Far from out of this, the Rapids, 96 for 4. Still plenty of overs to go, and the ball turning as it is. They must just feel, well, conditions are the same as they were in the semi-final. We get 150. We're very much in this game.
I think you're right, Nick. I don't think it's going to stop, is it? Maybe it might skid on a little bit more for Seamers, but yeah, we're well into the evening now.
Hate to tell you, but you're going to tell us during the break, because we're going to have a little wander out there. We're going to see if conditions have changed.
Well, they're clearly not changing at the moment. It might be a little bit damper, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
That is beautiful. How do you play that? We'd be sweeping,
Well, you
wouldn't we?
play it from the other end.
For left arm spinner, we'd just sweep them, I guess. Tricky when the ball's spinning away, very tricky.
Nice, Nidge. Nice, pal. Beautiful, Nidgy.
Seven runs from the over, 98 for 4.
And 6 overs to go. You're right, I think they'll bite your hand up at 150, Nick. You can see how the scores are just building. If you get in, Beckles is doing a nice job, 25 from 29. Mo and Ali are good, 32. It's not the easiest pitch, but Harmer is done.
Definitely be bringing Ross Whiteley in next. Well, he has a big role to play now with the bat. He'll have a big role later on with the ball. Daryl Mitchell will be bowling something very similar to what he's going to be facing now from Ravi Bopara.
You don't see many pitches that spin nowadays like that, do you? I know obviously Taunton's got a bit of reputation. Actually, funny enough, we're looking for a new groundsman. Get something like this down at Taunton, we'd be over the moon. Might be a bit of a step down though, don't you think? Edgbaston at Taunton.
Well, we're going to be there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 100 up, 100 for 4. They're still very much in this game. The Rapids, 8 runs per over gets them just shy of that 150.
Rev! Rev! Ravi! Skills, Rav, skills, boy!
Must be twitching a bit, Ricky Vessels. He's 27 from 31. It's not the way he normally plays, but he will feel that his team is still in with a chance of getting a competitive score, and he's going to be the man to get them there, and somewhere near the end of the innings, if he's still there, they won't be far off.
It's pulled away. High square, that's going to go for 4. It's nicely played from Daryl Mitchell. Ravi Bopara, another slow ball into the pitch from the back of the hand. It's just too short this time to Mitchell. You just see the flick of the wrist, sort of really getting on top of it, getting it behind square, using the top spin.
Oh, nice, Ravi.
Decent over for the Rapids, 9 from it, 107 for 4.
Beautiful evening it is, 107 for 4. Worcestershire setting the pace in the final, or trying to set the pace. Oh! And they need a bit more of that. Harmer did so well, ever so well, to try and get to that ball there. He signals a 4, and it's a useful boundary for Vessels.
Oh, good shot as well. Just for a second, Harmer looked like, with those massive hands he's got, that would have taken some catching.
Yeah, he's a great catcher of a ball at slip and off his own bowling. And he was just a fingertip away from pulling off a stunner there.
Why is captain down at long off? It's the privilege of being a captain, stay in the circle.
Put yourself where the ball is going to go. No Whiteley yet. I wondered whether he might come in. when Parnell got out with one ball of Harmer to go. I wondered whether that would be a good time for Whiteley to come in.
You know what I saw, though? Alex Gidman, the coach, I saw him walk right in front of the pod, and he signalled to Mitchell.
OK, I think. Umpire will take a look, but there's no great reaction from Bapara or the other Essex fielders. Wow. I say there was no great reaction from the Essex fielders, from Nijjar, but there is now. They've had a look at the big screen. They like what they've seen, and they're rushing up to congratulate each other on what looks like an unbelievable bit of fielding. The run out has come, out is the signal, and now is the time for Whiteley. 112 for 5 vessels run out.
And that's a big wicket, because Vessels is the man that was just going to bat through the innings. He wasn't worried about strike rate. When he was there, everyone else could play the shots. Good bit of work, would have been safe with a dive. That sort of pitch you're not going to feel good on, and Vessels just was doing a job. That roll will now go to Mitchell at the other end. Whiteley won't take long to get into his stride.
A bit of surprise all round. I don't think anybody felt that was out when the direct hit came from Walter. Vessels just shy of his ground.
It was extraordinary, really. So go back, Alex Gidman walking across in front of the pod, signalling to the dressing room, because Mitchell was down to come in at 8 or 9. Moeen Ali must have got out and said, you know what, I think this pitch needs a bit of Daryl Mitchell. Just to play a right-hander against Harmer, and will save Ross Whiteley for this time now.
My point being, though, that Harmer had one ball left when Parnell got out. Anyway, he's in now. He played a brilliant innings in that first semi-final. Could easily have taken the Man of the Match award. It got Worcestershire up to that competitive total. He's got to try and do it again. 36 from 24 in that first semi-final. Not many have managed to score quickly towards the end of the innings on this pitch so far. Welcome to all our viewers on Main Event. If you've been watching the soccer, the 0-0 game between Brighton and Newcastle, you're now with us here at Birmingham, where Worcestershire, the Rapids, are taking on the Eagles, and that's where we are in this game. 113 for 5. Harmer has been quite brilliant today. 3 wickets in the first semi-final. He's bowled superbly in the second, with 3 more wickets on a dry turning pitch. And now Ross Whiteley and Daryl Mitchell have got to try and get the Rapids up to around about that 140, 150 mark that has proved to be very competitive here today.
And apologies to those people who had Sky Plus the football and didn't want to know the result.
Should I hang my head in shame? Is that what you're saying, Keezy?
That sounds like you might have done him a favour.
Dan Lawrence with his rather quick off spinners, bowled off a little bit off the wrong foot and round the wicket. He's been effective today. Anybody who's bowled spin has been effective today. Talked about Harmer's bowling today. Those 4 wickets earlier, 3 today, 7 in the day. That's the best bowling figures in a finals day for a bowler. 7 for 35, outstanding. Had a tricky decision to make at the toss as well, whether to just assume that the dew would fall on this, what is now a cool evening, but it's been a beautiful day here. Hit hard, hit over extra cover, and hit for 4.
Good shot, skipped across the surface as well, almost gathered pace. Any time there's been width, it has been dispatched right from the start of the day. You've got to be at the stumps all the time.
Well, there was width there, but he's only got it as far as backward point, and Lawrence raises the finger as if to say, on your way, Daryl Mitchell. 19 from 14, and 119 for 6 the score.
Yeah, well, just there to smack wherever he wanted on the offside. Lawrence has proved effective. Daryl Mitchell goes for 19, 119 for 6.
Three for Harmer, a couple for Dan Lawrence. 5 then of the 6 wickets to fall have gone to off spin. And the game following the similar pattern that we've seen all day, with an aggressive start in the power play, runs coming easily, boundaries coming easily, and then everything getting more and more difficult as the ball has got old. 120 for 6, 3 left.
Well, the batsmen keep coming as well. D'Oliveira come back. We've seen him get runs here before. Poor ball, gets a wicket though. Thrown right up there, really wide as well. Simple catch. Now the Holly stand is rocking.
How have you gotten away with not going in there tonight? It's normally your gig of the year, isn't it?
Well, the producer's just come down and said I've got to go in there now when they're all half.
Oh, really?
cut.
You're on your way, are you, shortly?
Can't wait.
I pity you. It looks lively. Cameron Delport bowled in the first semi-final, just bowls Dobbs, really. Pretty slow, mixes it up, but hard to get away.
Lads, 7, 8 boys. 7, 8 here.
This makes you think, doesn't it, really? Young kids out there, people just starting out in professional cricket. Never give up on your bowling. There's always something you can do. Look at Daryl Mitchell, Delport.
Pummelled away. It was a filthy delivery, really. It was asking to be hit. Not many better and cleaner strikers of the ball today than Ross Whiteley, and he gets his account underway with his first boundary.
That's trying to be too funky. Back of the hand, slower ball. Whiteley's not the batsman you want to do that to. Might get away with it against D'Oliveira.
Oh! Just threw the shot too soon. Talking about batsmen, bowlers and part-time bowlers, who's the worst net bowler you've ever seen?
Trying to think now. David Fulton was appalling. I was pretty bad, but I thought I was very good.
Whiteley swings away over the leg side, should be taken. It is taken. Big wicket, he's a destructive player, but he won't be destructive here tonight.
Back of the hand, slow ball this time, gets it fuller. As soon as he hit it, he almost just took a couple of steps, saw where it was going, then walked off. That is a big wicket. Whiteley did some real damage in the semi-final. Every run is absolutely vital. Whiteley goes for 7, 127 for 7.
Well, that's why the skipper has put himself out at long on. Those bucket hands of his. He wants to put himself right in the firing line. That's where he was for Whiteley. Ed Bernard now, batsmen have crossed.
You seeing anything from what we've seen so far in this game, the final, where the pitch has got better?
Do you mean the dew that's fallen, it was expected to change things? You wouldn't say that it's changed. It's still gripping and turning.
Absolutely, and that was the bet that both captains would have had at the toss. Nothing to say as yet. Moeen Ali was talking about a game where they chased 180 odd just a month ago here. On a pitch that turned, they said it just got better and better in the last innings. Good running. Not sure this is that surface.
2 overs left, 130 for 7. Just remember that the Rapids defended 147 in the first semi-final. They looked for all money as though they were gone against the Outlaws, but they held their nerve. Pat Brown bowled a brilliant 19th over, and they defended 147, so they're 130 with 2 overs left. Can they get up to around about that same mark? Aaron Nijaz had an interesting day, pretty inexperienced, but he's done well. His first 4 balls went for 14 in first semi-final, but he held his nerve after that, bowled nicely, took wickets. He's none for 26 off 3, bowling a key over here, the 19th over. So it's a good test of this young man's nerve. Nicely weighted shot and back for the second.
Let's get you, boy. Taking balls in neat.
Four from 4 in the over. 1, 2, 1 dot. Something's going to give.
Well, I can't see in the last innings when Essex come to bat. Can't see it being that easy. 150 is a good score.
Well, they've got 6 balls left to get up to that 150 mark. 135 for 7. So Worcestershire's attack, I mean, reasonably well placed to exploit the conditions with Moeen Ali and D'Oliveira, bowlers like Pat Brown.
Yeah, you'd think with pace, so the one thing you'd like to see, have another frontline spinner on this surface. How much of a bonus it was as well. How Moeen Ali uses himself. Harmer actually didn't bowl himself in the power play. He said the middle overs, that's when I'm going to come in and do my stuff. Moeen Ali bowls in the power play. You've got to use himself as an attacking threat all the time. You're right, Pat Brown, Daryl Mitchell. If you get wickets early, Daryl Mitchell becomes a threat. If you don't, Daryl Mitchell can go.
Ravi Bopara will bowl the last over for the Eagles. D'Oliveira is on strike. And the 135 for 7, 150 would be lovely. That's a good example of just how difficult it is. Really difficult when the bowlers take pace off it. Can't get it past short third man. No pace to work with. Batsman just checking whether they've crossed. He'll have to go. There's a bit of a confusion out there, but he'll have to go, and Bopara strikes.
Just watch Tom Wesley's reaction here. At times you can get the simplest catch, and just as it comes to you, you lose it in the lights. It can be a real nightmare. It's always the easiest of catches. And you just, at some point here, he just loses it. Really completely misjudges it. Ed Barnard can be a dangerous player with the bat, not tonight. Goes for 5, 136 for 8.
Yeah, look at relief on Wesley's face there. Umpires just checking to see whether the batsman crossed. Can't have crossed, I don't think, and I think the message has gone from the third umpire to the on-field umpires that the batsman didn't cross. D'Oliveira wanted to be on strike, tried to sneak on strike, but it's not to be. Pat Brown will have to take the third ball of this final over. It's been a good one so far, with just a single from it and the wicket. It was wide, it was a slower ball. Beat Pat Brown and beat Wheater as well.
Tell you what, how costly could that be? I reckon in the first semi-final there was buys in the last over, and that could have been the difference. There's so many things you can look back on. So when runs are at a premium, 4 buys, well, that could be massive.
Chip, but short of Harmer. D'Oliveira won't come back for the second because he wants to strike. He's got 2 balls left. The Rapids 141 for 8. I'd love a grandstand finish here. 6 and a 4 will take them to the 150 mark.
You're talking about momentum. You're a big believer in that, aren't you?
I am not. Helt over, short fine leg. That's one boundary, one of the 2 they're looking for. 145 for 8.
Why did you put pace on it, Bopara? The slower balls were working. You just gave him just a bit to work with. That's all he needed. When the slower ball's out the back of the hand, that wasn't carrying. A little bit of pace does the job for D'Oliveira.
Slow ball to finish. D'Oliveira swings it away, but only as far as deep mid-wicket. So the Rapids are finished. 145 for 8 is the score. They defended 147 in the first semi-final, so they're there or thereabouts again. We could be in for a cracker.
Yeah, absolutely. The bet is that the pitch is going to get better. The bet from Harmer, the captain, when he won the toss and said, we will have a bowl, we think it's going to skid on, that'll be the best time to bat. Well, we will soon find out if he is right. If it stays the same, that's a good score. And Worcestershire, well, they know how to win this competition. Essex do not.
Well, it was a slow ball to finish, unsurprisingly. The penultimate ball was a bit quicker, and D'Oliveira helped it away fine, but he had to put all the pace on himself for that final ball. But Dan Lawrence was out at deep mid-wicket, took a safe catch. The out cricket has been safe and sure throughout. And a bitty card, really. 31 from Vessels until he was run out. A sweet 32 from Moeen Ali, who looks in great touch. Contributions from Parnell, from Mitchell and D'Oliveira towards the end. 145 for 9 off 20 the score.
Yeah, Dan Lawrence started off proceedings. 4 overs, 2 for 26. no more than part-time off spin. It was about Simon Harmer. Look at that. There's a real shootout between him and Moeen Ali. Simon Harmer, the captain, 4 overs, 3 for 16. Moeen Ali, over to you.
Welcome back to Edgbaston, where a team who have never won the title have 146 runs to chase to turn over the defending champions. Edgbaston is poised for what should be an absolutely riveting run chase. The conditions for batting are not straightforward. The dew that we were expecting has not materialised. The decision for Essex to bowl first was based absolutely around the fact that the conditions would change. It appears that they have not. Therefore, Worcestershire Rapids 145 for 9. It might not seem like a lot of runs to defend, but given the way that this pitch has played, given the turn that was on offer for Simon Harmer and Aaron Nijar, those runs will seem extremely precious indeed to Moeen Ali and his team.
Well, I was surprised as anyone walking out there at the half-time with Nick Knight absolutely bone dry still. You just normally expect that it's just going to be that covering of dew or the coldness on the grass or a little bit of something on the pitch, but there's absolutely nothing so far.
Well, Moeen Ali will start the proceedings. Off spin has been the daddy. Moeen Ali has been outstanding as batsman, bowler and captain in the blast, and he will play a huge part as to whether or not Worcestershire can defend this title. Tom Westley will face up to the first delivery, and Essex will be looking for a flying start in the power play while the ball is hard.
Interesting, Moeen Ali bowling the first over. Expect to probably see a little bit more spin to the left-hander. We'll give it a fizz, give it a rip, really make an impact that way. Worcestershire don't quite have the spin options as what Essex did have. Essex had 3 spinners playing a part. I know Brett D'Oliveira will bowl his leg spin. The rest of the guys are more cross seams, pace off. Darryl Mitchell, I suppose you could class him as a spinner because he'll bowl at the similar sort of pace.
Well, Cameron Delport made 55 from 31 in the semi-final against Derby, so he knows the conditions. He's played them well already. One's gone dead on, and a proper old-fashioned block.
Didn't spin though, did it?
It didn't.
Is it the new ball or what? I don't know. This one's going to rag. You watch now.
Q end from Delport, who looks for the aggressive option. It did turn, it did hold.
Sometimes makes it worse when you know and you're expecting it to spin and it doesn't. It just gets in your mind.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's no bad thing if Moeen Ali gets through a couple of tidy overs, but you've burnt 2 Moeen Ali overs and the off-spinner is out of the way for later on in the game. What you don't want to happen is what happened to Worcestershire, where Harmer gets a grip on the innings. Dan Lawrence gets a grip on the innings, taking wickets. Worcestershire don't have as many options in terms of spin as Essex had.
Yeah, I think you're right. Will we see Moeen Ali bowl any more overs in the power play? I think it will probably depend on how well they're going. If they get off to the fly, then he might well have to. Every delivery so far has just skidded through. And it's the end of the first. Essex 1 for 9.
Well, the crowd has been quite magnificent here at Edgbaston today. Had their fill of, well, just about everything, really. Rapids 149 for 5, having been asked to bat first by Essex. Essex gambling on the dew coming down as the darkness descended here in Birmingham. But that dew hasn't appeared, not to the extent that we've seen it in the quarterfinals and in the other games late on in this extraordinary summer of cricket. Charlie Morris took a bit of stick in the first semi-final, but ended up on the winning side. Start things off from the Birmingham end.
There you go, almost back of the hand or leg cutter straight away. I think you'll almost go 4 or 5 of these type of deliveries, and the change-up will be the opposite way. It will be a quicker ball or a bumper.
Yeah, bounces in play, isn't it? Because the man back on the leg side is backward a square, waiting for a miscued top edge hook shot. And there's no one there to stop that. And Wesley is unbelievably strong in that area through mid-on and mid-wicket. That opens up the boundary account in some style.
Well, this is absolutely flown. Seam on for Charlie Morris. Get pace off the ball, get it off, get it into the pitch. Pace off as much as you can. Get the ball dirty, get it thrown into the ends there. Try and get it a bit roughed up, so you might get a bit of reverse at the end if you need to. Give the likes of someone, Pat Brown, although his gun slow of what he has, if he's got something which is reversing slightly, doesn't make it a half easier.
You mentioned Pat Brown. Worcestershire had 11 to defend off 2 overs. Brilliant over from Wayne Parnell. And then Pat Brown was left with 7. And Worcestershire managed it. Brown bowled the 19th, wasn't it? Sorry, it's been a long day. And all the signs at the moment are telling you that it might be close at the end of this one as well. 138 required from 108.
So another change in the bowling attack here. Pat, no, it's going to be Wayne Parnell. It's catching. Mark Butcher's catching. He's had a pretty good day. Obviously changed up, come up higher up the order. They've used him quite a number of times over the course of the summer in the T20 Blast. Must have been an epic feeling, that final over. Trying to take it out, see it through to the last couple of deliveries. That final delivery, when you see it go past the batter's bat.
Moeen Ali did have just the 1 over before getting himself out of the attack and replacing himself with the hero of the semi-final, Wayne Parnell.
How would you have celebrated after bowling that delivery there, knowing you've got your team through to a final again? What would you have done?
But you know what, it's an interesting one, because Worcestershire kind of looked as though they couldn't believe it. Alan Richardson was off the field and his heart was leaping out of his chest. He couldn't quite believe it either. But on a finals day, you know you've got to do it all again. You can't go too berserk, because it's not like you go back to the dressing room, you get on the bus, you go and celebrate. We've got a final coming up. You've got to play again in another 3.5, 4 hours. That's in the air. And straight down the throat of Ricky Vessels. The dangerous Cameron Delport must depart.
Well, it's a brilliant bit of captaincy here from Moeen Ali, the change of field specifically for this ball and that batsman. And he only manages to bowl it straight onto the bat, and straight down long mid-wicket. The eyes said everything for you. Blaine Parnell just watching it eagerly. And Vicky Wessels takes it comfortably. Delport's gone for 1. Essex 9 for 1.
Batsman cross, Tom Wesley is on strike. He's been joined in the middle by Adam Wheater. Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot that is. A pitch that everybody has struggled to time the ball on. Perhaps only Moeen Ali has pinged it better than Tom Wesley.
Well, it leg-sided the ground. He has absolutely munched it.
Munched.
Yum, yum. As you said a couple of minutes ago, I can't even speak, look. It's been a long day, isn't it? A long day.
Get somebody bring this bloke a coffee. Get me one too while you're at it. Adam Wheater has walked to the crease at number 3. Change from the semi-final. It was Dan Lawrence that came out at first drop for Essex in the semi-final against Derby. Gets away straight away.
What are we thinking there, Butch? Any reason why? Just to go after the ball and continue putting pressure on in this power play?
You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the logic behind it. I don't know whether or not they're sort of backloading the innings so that they've got as many hitters down the end to get them over the line. I'm not sure. Eight runs from the third, 16 for 1.
Yeah, you may be right. Dan Lawrence has had a pretty good T20 campaign, but you look at there of the scorecards of the runs, has been very tricky, hard to come by. Moeen Ali and Ricky Vessels really only the 2 batsmen get into grips of it. Essex Eagles have a job to do. They've got the batting in the middle order, as we're talking about, with the experience coming in. Ravi Bopara and Dan Lawrence. Pat Brown having another go. Probably bowl this one in the power play and then save his last 2 for the latter part of the innings.
Yep, starts off with a slower ball. More than likely the knuckleball. I suppose from a neutral's point of view, absolutely delighted that the conditions haven't changed to the extent that we thought they could have done. Off cutter. Change of grip at the last minute as the arm goes around the shoulders. Brown liked it. Alex Wharf not interested. Leg side, you fancy?
he continues to impress, this young man. Nobody seems to be able to pick up this slow ball that he bowls, the knuckleball in particular. Seems to have a will to be bowling at the death in the key times. Found a method.
Just got a bit of the pad of Wheater as it went down the leg side. I think that one was the knuckleball. Look at that LBW shout. And way down the leg side. If the ricochets count, it's out.
It's a shocker, isn't it? Would have been an awful decision. Instead, it was a good one, but Pat Brown continues to impress.
Brilliant, completely bamboozled. Wheater had no idea where that ball had gone.
Well, this just shows you the talent of this young kid. Amazing to think that he's not been picked up in the T20 leagues anywhere around the world just yet. Only had his time playing in the Blast. I'm sure we'll see more of him in different competitions. A lot of people will be after him in the 100 ball, I'm sure.
Perfectly weighted. Wheater scampers back for the second. The crowd are excited, but for no good reason. Excellent over from Brown. Is that over? Brown has handed his, taken his cap from Alex Wharf and started to stride off, but I think there's one left. Yeah, sorry.
6 and an over, Wharfie.
That's one way of driving the rate up, just 5 ball overs. Another tidy over. The rate just climbs a little. 20 for 1. Now Spice Girls, Bananas, Spanish Inquisition, Astronauts, Ninja Turtles, they're all here. Even had a little visit from Brucey. Having a high old time in the Holly stand. It's been a brilliant atmosphere here today. There's a real buzz around the ground, sort of expectancy. Nobody knows where this trophy's going.
Mr. Motivator was epic, wasn't it? Did you see him? Thought he might have got 2 or 3 of us sort of joining in. Lucky to get away with that one, I think.
Very, very fortunate. Doesn't seem to have got any older. Looked exactly the same in the 80s in his pomp. I reckon it was still the same leotard as well.
Surely there's room to get Rob Key next to him next time. Must.
Excellent work. There in the deep. Ed Barnard down there. He'll have a job to do with the ball. Normally comes in around the halfway point of the innings.
There must be... Someone must have exhausted every form of fancy dress, haven't they? How do you go about picking something a unique...
Oh, what a shot. Tom Wesley peels off a beauty.
Yeah, this is smashed through the extra cover. You normally expect Wesley scoring leg side and getting his pace on from Charlie Morris, but washed away. Kind of expected it. Now you can see just in the pod, just expecting it just to lip off the top, fly into us here.
Slow ball worked into the leg side. As much as everybody has had a great time here and have been enjoying all of the peripheral entertainment, I know that the crowd here are absolutely in tune with the game and what's been going on out there. They know that runs are hard to come by. You know that it's not a six fest. Heaved away into the leg side, but there's a fielder out there. And you can just sense it. Electricity in the air that people are expecting another close finish.
It's going to build, isn't it? And as we go through these next 15 overs, it's only going to get tougher and tougher. Who can hold their nerve? And it's getting really under pressure. See, Worcester today have already done it once. Can they do it again?
We'll scamper another one. Running well, these two. 10 from the over, just the one boundary. 5 over mark. It's 30 for 1.
Swing, Barney.
30 for 1, Essex into the final over of the power play.
Nice that, Eddie.
Scooby-Doo. Oh yes, Shaggy and the Scooby-Doo crew.
Touch.
How do you see this then, Nick? I know which way your heart is saying.
Neutral.
What about your head?
Neutral, Ish, neutral. Well, I said when we were out there with Trez, when we went to the break, I said it's going to be a nipper. I think it's going to be a nipper, I really do. The other thing, when we were out there, the atmosphere was unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic. They were singing Sweet Caroline. And you just felt, I reckon it was the first time for a long time that I actually felt like I wanted to be out there with pads on again. After all those years, they're very lucky to be out there.
Well, we've had it all today. Mr. Motivator, bungee jumping, travelator. Oh, we might have a bit of Rob Key in the Holly stand.
Where's he going?
Edged, beats the fielder, 4.
Just a bit of luck. No real control in the shot, trying to whip it leg side. But in answer to your question, I'm going to go Worcester. I'm going to go the Rapids. So there's a long way to go yet.
In that case, four times they've been at finals day, Essex. 5th time today. Can they go all the way? 36 for 1.
Well, a steady, measured power play that have been wanting to get out of the blocks pretty quickly. I suppose they'll take 36 for one. It's just steady, that's all. Danger man Delport, the one to be dismissed. When we were out there, all the talk about conditions changing and the dew coming down, we could see no sign of it at that point. It may well change as the evening goes on, but at that point, there was no change in conditions. So more spin.
Yeah, D'Oliveira into the attack early. Here he is. Nice to see you. Not those two.
Ollie, that's you. That's the goal.
If you're in the Holly stand and you can hear this, give him as much hassle as possible.
Hey, you two it off. Oh, good lap, Mo.
See how many you can get in, Keezy.
He always says, doesn't he, don't make me do that. Says to the producer, don't make me go up there. But he loves it, really. Look at him, loving it.
Has to hurry.
Nice.
Absolutely fine.
Excellent.
All the marches on now.
One more
We've got the march
body,
going.
one more.
Keezy joined in with the march. Well, the partnership worth 30 between these two. Wesley, new role at the top of the order. He's opened up his game, both leg side, where he is very strong. And the offside as well, nailed one through the covers a little bit earlier. This is hit with lots of power, but it's a good bit of work from Whiteley. So 5 runs coming from the over, 41 for 1. If you're just tuning in, 145 on the board for the Rapids. Ali and Vessel's going well. The spinners came into it. Harmer with 3. He's been outstanding all day. 7 wickets for him. Felt at the halfway stage, depending on the dew, that 145 was a pretty decent score.
Yeah, it's a decent score. All 3 games actually have taken a very similar feel, a very similar tone to He's still going.
Darren Mitchell into the attack. Often comes on outside of the power play. Talked about this period being very important, 6 to 15. It has been all day.
Leading the march now, Keezy.
That's coming straight towards us.
Yeah, it's a good shot. It's a really intelligent shot. Darryl Mitchell, just play him like an off spinner. And that's exactly what he does. Just bring the sweep out, use the pace, use the angle.
Into the attack,
Yeah, don't write him off. And don't write off his contribution either. Pace off the ball. Cutters, he's furious with himself. Having just hit a boundary the ball before with a conventional sweep. He just gets a little too funky. And Darryl Mitchell will just zone in on those stumps. Could and should be very effective on this surface, Darryl Mitchell. So Wheater goes for 15 at a runner ball, 47 for 2.
Lawrence in the middle now for Essex. It's been very useful in the middle order. Got plenty of experience to come, of course, in Tendescata and Bapara. Decent strike rate. Striking at 156 this year. 450s to his name.
Before he'd swept conventional sweep, he seems really angry with himself. So just try and play him like a conventional off spinner, use any spin that's there and going down leg side. Just mix it up as well. It's an excellent over.
49 for 2. It hasn't been an easy day for chasers. 97 from 72. Just in front. The Rapids pulled off something extraordinary in the first semi-final. The Outlaws absolutely cruising to victory. And they let it slip, brought the Rapids into the game. Of course, they just believed all the way. And they will believe again, defending champions. Can they be the first team to back up a trophy lift in the Blast? Or will it be Essex for the first time? Well, Kesey's back in the pod. But he's let the selfie stick out there.
He's just wondered where it is. Where'd I put it?
No love for material things, Rob Key. What a day he's had. Oh, he's gone big. Has he gone long enough? Yes, he has. Strong strike.
Well, he might have thought just for a very short while that he hadn't quite got enough of it. Quite get the middle of the bat, bottom part of the bat, and there he would have just thought, have I?
A good over in the end, 10 runs coming from it, 59 for 2. required run rate up to 7.91. I reckon it's going down to the wire, 90.
Oh, just fell on that, didn't he? Like it's been a long day for him.
Just the one over for Moeen Ali. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see as and when he does use himself, how the Essex players look to play him. Outstanding in the first game, hard to get away. Spinner's played a part, it's turned more and more.
Looks like he might be using his own resources slightly different, and Pat Brown, because they were under the pump in that semi-final. He got through his overs pretty quickly, as did Pat Brown. He's got more overs in lieu at this point.
Batsman must get so frustrated playing Mitchell. The way he bowls. Bet they all come out thinking and just need to tee off. But he's so effective. Just 4 runs from that over. 63 for 2.
Halfway there in the final, the Eagles 63 for 2, requiring another 83. 10 overs remaining of this year's Vitality Blast. You can't call the winner yet. The required rate is a little over 8-0, but it's not easy conditions, not easy to play fluently. Tom Wesley, though, is looking really good. 35 from 29 with 4 crisp boundaries. He's got a bit more to do. How was it in the crowd, Rob? Nicely oiled?
Yeah, terrific.
You got away with it, though. You're still dry.
That is true. Slightly more subdued than last year.
Wayne Parnell.
Well, what's the rate? 8.34, gone up from 7.3. Not going to let it go too much more. Waiting for that ball to skid on. I just don't think it's playing exactly as they thought at the toss. Plenty of batting still to come.
Yeah, we had a boundary a couple of overs ago and the ball came towards the pod, and I asked the 12th man who picked it up whether it was wet, whether there was much dew, and he said not really. Feeling is that the night is still quite warm. Dew hasn't really fallen, so in a way that's a good thing. You don't want the conditions to change too much from innings to innings and be too much of an advantage to either side or disadvantage, and that would appear to be the case tonight. Top edge. Has it carried? It has, and it's well taken. Pat Brown out there at deep square leg. Wesley is the man. He's played really nicely for 36. Gone now.
Yeah, that is a good catch. Went for the slide very, very early. Went straight down onto his knees. Not easy out of the night sky. Real top edge. Just watch him here. Makes the ground easily, goes down early, nearly misjudges it, nearly misjudges it. Matt Brown is an impressive character. Well, Wesley was looking to back through, let everyone else play around him. He will do that no longer. Goes for 36, 65 for 3.
Yeah, you can tell with Pat Brown whether he's got ball in hand or whether he's running in to take a catch. He's got a lot of nerve. He's completely committed to the moment. Never took his eyes off the ball when he was running in there. Never easy out of the night sky, coming out of the floodlights, did really well.
Yep, they're going to scurry now. Tendescada is quick, so is Lawrence. Here's the wicket. Short ball. Oh, that's close. That is really close.
Look at those eyes. Focused in on the ball all the way, right to the last moment, actually, when he slightly misjudged the slide or the position of the slide. Parnell looked worried for a moment. Looked worried about A, the front line, and B, the catch.
So early on that. Slow ball. Tendescata just didn't pick it at all. Done for lack of pace.
So Lawrence becomes the established partner out in the middle. He's 13 from 11. Tendescata just faced that one ball. Once again, Parnell into the pitch. Hustling back for the second. They're quick between the wickets. It's 69 for 3.
There's the finisher, Ravi Bopara, the man who got them into this position pretty much. In the group stages, they were struggling. Their turn in form coincided with Ravi Bopara's turn in form. Been excellent in the latter part of an innings. Way behind on the comparison.
Yeah, Worcester 82 for 3 at the corresponding stage. And the difference there really is in the power play. Worcester, like everybody else this evening, except for Essex in this final, have used the power play to good effect. Moeen Ali bowled the one over right at the start of the innings and then whipped himself out of the attack. And this is the key part of the game now. He's kept himself 3 for these middle overs.
Yeah, absolutely. Essex would have been made up had he bowled himself throughout the power play.
Shot. What a shot from Dan Lawrence. He got power on the ball. It wasn't just the type of stroke, the reverse sweep that he played, but the power with which he hit it.
What a reverse shovel. Didn't really bother to go down, just saw it, nominated the shot. Absolutely right. The speed of the hands, the power he got with it. Pressure back on Moeen Ali.
Come on, lads! Oh.
Seven wickets during the day for Simon Harmer. 4 in the first semi-final, 3 in the final. The best figures on finals day.
Nice, nice, brother, nice pace.
And it'd be quite an achievement if Essex do end up winning this trophy after the start they had in the Blast this year. After 10 matches, they'd won 2 games, albeit with 3 or 4 washouts. But they were gone for all money, really.
Catch! Yeah!
Gone! Hit hard, but straight to the fielder. Moeen Ali strikes.
Good catch, that was hit hard. That was hit flat as well. Got to the pitch of the ball, did the right thing, trying to hit it with the spin. Coming down looking for the big shot, done by the flight just a bit. Simple, well, not a simple catch, a good catch. One of the quarter-final heroes is gone. Tendescata goes for 175 for 4.
Ravi Bapara is in for Essex. Still see the spin there. Wondered whether the ball might skid on under the lights and with the dew falling, but it's still gripping. 76 for 4 off 12.
Real whip with that bottom hand, needed to go either along the ground or get it up. Did neither, just skimmed it at chest height.
Sure. So what has he got left? We've got 8 overs remaining. Pat Brown has got 3. Moeen Ali himself has got a couple. Plenty of options because he's used 7 bowlers. So he can go where he wants, really. He can have a feel for it and have a gut instinct. But Brown is going to be a key man as we come to the end of this tournament.
Well, what does he do with himself? Bapara normally likes to give himself a bit of time. You might be able to sneak an over of D'Oliveira or someone and drag out your own spell, Moeen Ali. Leave yourself right for the last throws of the game.
Rate is climbing a little. It's 8.81 now. It's just been gradually increasing. Bapara, though, has been here before. Over 300 games for Essex in a long and distinguished career. He's not going to be fazed by that run rate.
Every time, there's no sign that this pitch is getting easier. Every single time you see the big shot, they never really connect. It just looks like it's getting tougher and tougher. One new batsman at the crease as well. It is not an easy pitch to start on, that is for sure.
Just a period of calm as Bapara looks to get himself in. Rate is at 9 and over now for the first time in the innings. Worcestershire 90 for 3 at this point, so 10 runs ahead. Knows what he's doing. I like this about Pat Brown. When you watch him bowl towards the end of innings, or indeed at any stage, he virtually runs the show. He sets his own fields. He brings fielders in 5 off the boundary. He knows exactly what he's about. Young in years, just 21 years of age, of course, and enjoying a second season after a breakthrough year last year. But he's older than that in terms of the way that he looks when he's got the ball in his hand. Slower ball to finish. So a sedate over with a single coming off every ball, 82 for 4.
You bowling Moeen Ali now? Giving him another one?
I think I am. You want to sneak D'Oliveira in for one, don't you? But all those options there. Mitchell, who can take pace off it. D'Oliveira's leg spin. Bernard can take pace off it. Brown, he will keep for 2 at the end. And Moeen Ali himself is going to want to bowl 4 on this pitch. Moeen Ali it will be. Sounded good. It's gone very high. Oh, it's a good catch. It is a really good catch. Into the night sky it went. Vessels is out there at long on. He kept his nerve. He kept his eye on the ball. He's taken a safe catch. And Moeen Ali, keeping himself going, has picked up another key wicket.
Oh, that went a long, long way up. Looked at first that it was going to fly into the seats. Had to judge this perfectly. Where was the cushion? Oh, brilliant. Well, he had a bit of room to play with. Great judgment from Vessels. Dan Lawrence is livid with himself. Goes for 23, 82 for 5.
Yeah, he just had a bit more room than he thought, actually. Ricky Vessels out on the long on boundary there. The way that he took it was almost as if he thought he was right on the boundary edge. There was still a really good take. And he just had a bit more room than he might have thought. Ball still spinning. Clearly a bit of grip there for Moeen Ali. But the conditions haven't changed as much as Simon Harmer and Essex were hoping.
Good catch. He's got a left-hander in his sights as well now, Moeen Ali. All on Bopara. Into the into the all-rounders, maybe. So Walter is a dasher, more of a bowler. And into Harmer.
Slip in for the left-hander. Further indication that Moeen Ali thinks there's still a bit there for him.
Bopara's just got to see him out now. Settle down. Never a bad thing if Bopara's on strike to Moeen Ali.
Yeah, much easier for the right-hander.
Excellent, brother Mo! This one, little Nick here.
He's going to have to soak up so much pressure. That rate is going to climb just under 10 now. This is where you feel it as a batsman. The last recognised batsman. It's all on you, Ravi Bopara.
Left-hander on strike, slip shuffles back into place. Another good over. Only 4 singles from it so far. And the wicket, 86 for 5. Mo. If you can keep your head around you, well, everyone around you is losing theirs. You get that feeling with him that he's just in a beautiful bubble. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's been involved in some hairy games this summer, that World Cup final. He's been there before and been here before, of course. Worcestershire looking to back up their victory from last year.
That's just been a feature this year. We've seen some unbelievable games of cricket. some high-pressure situations, and the best captains have been the most calm. Kane Williamson, Owen Morgan, Moeen Ali here.
Yeah, it was a feature of that first semi-final. He had a brilliant all-round game. 3 sixes and a quick-fire 20, 1 for 13 in 4 overs. And kept his head towards the end of the innings. He's still got another over left. Captaincy is going to be important as we move into the final 5-6 overs of the Vitality Blast.
Nice, Barney. Excellent, boy. What? Oh, Ben.
Cox played a role as well, stood up to the stumps. He's up at the moment. So Barnard, he'll be up for Pat Brown as we enter the final overs as well.
Lovely bump, Barney. Excellent to skid, Barn.
Rate has climbed quickly. Just 2 overs ago it was at 8.5. It's now over 10.5.
I just feel that Walter's the man who has to make a dent in that run rate. Bopara has to stay there. Too early for him to go. Walter somehow needs to take the pressure off Bopara.
Oh, it's a fine edge. That's exactly what he wanted. It's not where he wanted the ball to go necessarily. He was looking to punch it through the covers, but that edge goes fine, goes for 4. Bopara into double figures.
That's the thing, when you get on a surface like this, just even the easy shots, the full tosses, you miss time. You find it so hard to get any rhythm.
Hit hard and through extra cover. It just burst through Moeen Ali there. Excellent shot to finish the over. Back-to-back boundaries, 97 for 5. He's going to be man of the match.
Rocking all over the world. 5 overs to go. 49 required from 30. Moeen Ali with his final over. 3 overs, 9 dot balls, 2 for 12. Two 4s there helped. Back-to-back boundaries. Oh, it's spinning.
It's still spinning. All that talk of dew and conditions changing from ball 1 of the day to now. It's still gripping. And the slip comes in. Because it's gripping, Moeen Ali said, I still need wickets. Still be attacking.
Left-handed Walter down the pitch, coming back for 2. Good running. All the talk of dew, there'll be a heavy dew. It's all down to hydraulics. Oh, hello. Back of the length worked into the leg side single.
100 comes up for Essex, 100 for 5. At this stage, Worcestershire were 112 for 5. So 12 behind. There was no real push from Worcestershire at the end.
Very calm, Bopara. 15 from 10, 2 4s. Only been 8 4s and 1 6 in this 100. leg side is cordoned off. It's a big hit into that leg side.
Yeah, and for that reason, what do? Just see off Ali, 2 deliveries of Ali, or go after him.
Big shot, go after him. He's got enough of this, surely, surely. Into the crowd.
Well, that answers your question. Go after Ali. While there's Bopara, there's hope for the Eagles. He's been there at the end. The last 4 or 5 games for them, he's seen them over the line.
40 from 25. Back of the length, worked into the leg side, keeps the strike, Bopara. It's 107 for 5.
Moeen Ali is done. 4 overs, 2 for 22. He's crossed with that 6. 2 wickets, dragged leg side, good catch, went quite quickly. And then caught in the deep, again a good catch. This time from Vessels, Lawrence the batter.
So 4 overs to go, 39 from 24.
Pat Brown has 2 of them. So 1 danger man seen out, Ali. Next danger man enters centre stage. Pat Brown has been brilliant at the end. He was in the semi, he'll need to be again.
Well, it's a finisher at each end now. Finisher Bopara, finisher Brown. Bowling figures it if Moeen Ali's finished, Parnell will finish, won't he? 2 overs from Parnell.
Yeah, he bowled a good 20th over in that semi. So both of these have been there. Worcestershire have been there. They won a game they really shouldn't have done. Now they're slightly ahead. Essex have got to do the same to them.
Slow into the pitch, clattered into the leg side all the way.
Battle of the finishers. Bopara wins the first one. Waited for the slower ball, didn't try and go straight, dragged it leg side. He's been there so many times for Essex.
.33 from 22. Swinging back to Essex. Slow again into the pitch, leg side, just a single. Brings Walter on strike. How does he play? Just give it back to Bopara. 29 from 16, Bopara. Drops his speed down. He can bowl sharpish. These slow deliveries into the pitch, but he is bowling to that slightly shorter side. Dot's a precious dot. 32 from 20. Bit of height, get a single. He will keep persisting into the pitch with a slower delivery.
Well, Bopara's coping with the slower ball a lot better. He's waiting, he's been there ages. Walter's struggling to pick it up through the shot early.
Come up with something here. Looking to that leg side, Ravi Bopara. He's clattered 1-6 in this over. Leg side, just a single. He keeps the strike though. 17 have been bowled, 116 for 5. Touching you, sweet Caroline. Wah, wah, wah. Good times never seem so good. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway. Oh no, poor start.
Well, he doesn't want to go outside off. He's trying to bowl straight. It's a bigger hit leg side. Trying to take pace off again.
A single. Full go, sweet Caroline. Here they go again. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Oh, that's slow. Slowest of slow bouncers.
Played it pretty well in the end. There was no pace on it at all. He had to wait for it. All he had to worry about was he didn't just slap it to backward point. Wait. More importantly, got Bopara back on strike.
Required rate is over 10. Oh, that's a terrific shot, but it's just a single.
Standard of fielding has been exceptional, both sides in this final. The catching, the ground fielding is getting a little bit slippery out there. We saw that with the Brown catch earlier.
He's through him, dot ball. Oh, the pressure's on Walter.
Yeah, that's smart. It's really smart. Bopara himself said it earlier. Lots of slower balls, but don't get predictable. So Walter was waiting for the slower ball, and that was up at 83 miles per hour. You're right, Bumble. Pressure now on him. Bopara's itching at the other end. You can see him backing up.
Over 11 and over. 26 from 14. Quick again, straight at him, just a single. 25 from 13.
He's itching now, Bopara. The rate is getting up towards 12. It's getting up towards 2 a ball. And he's been starved of the strike, and the Essex fans need him to do something special.
Paul Walter, 9 from 13, no boundaries. Anxious. They'll look for 2 here. If they scramble and scrap and go, gotta go in. 18 overs, 123 for 5.
Well, he obviously still backs Walter, because the other option there was just to take the single and have the strike for the 19th over, the Pat Brown over. He's not done it that way. He's given it back to Walter. There's the equation. 23 of the last 12 balls of the Blast 2019.
Well, it's swinging again to Worcester. Pat Brown with 6 deliveries. Parnell with 6 deliveries.
I know it's not been an ideal surface for finals day, but these low-scoring games can be belters. The crowd are waiting. We saw a great first semi, which Worcester came through. They've been here before. They've got the experience. Can they do it again, Worcestershire? Can this lad do it again?
Paul Walter gets a single. He gives it back to Bopara.
Well, 5 of the biggest deliveries of Bopara's career here. He has waited for this. Essex have not got through to a final. They've never won this competition. He has been around forever. Essex through and through, Ravi Bopara. He's centre stage. Can he do something special?
Well, he's so calm out there, just doing a little bit of digging on the pitch. Pat Brown waits, turns round, Bopara goes back, looks to that leg side. 12 and over. Ravi Bopara, leg side, straight to a fielder. Oh, he went for a biggie.
That's a great shot for one. Again, the fielding, exceptional.
Building, 6 in building.
He has absolutely nailed this. Brilliant shot for one. Fielding very good, makes it look so easy.
Walter back on strike, 10 from 14. 21 required from 10 deliveries. Slow ball, heaved into the leg side, gets 4!
At last he has the boundary. Big Walter with the big reach. At last he finds the boundary, easing the pressure on Bopara and himself.
Oh, the big Wally. Gets it dead straight somehow with enough power. 17 from 9. What can Pat Brown leave Parnell? Slow it. Golden nicked on! Dot ball, golden wicket!
Absolutely. Dot ball, Bopara off strike. What a comeback after the boundary. That's why he's special, Pat Brown. Knuckleball, very brave. At this stage, look at that. Dip and deception. A side who have been there and done it and know how to win this day against a side who are trying to win it. Walter goes for 14, 129 for 6.
Well, it's the dot ball that really hurts Essex. Armour is the new batsman, captain. Holding his nerve, Moeen Ali. Ravi Bopara holding his nerve. Has he got too much to do? 17 from 8 deliveries.
Well, he could be a hero here with the way he's bowled, and he wins from this position. Everyone will forget the decision at the toss. If Essex lose, they'll say, well, what about the toss? He's had a brilliant day, the skipper. Can he get Bopara back on strike? What are they doing in the ring? Are they going to save the one? They should. He's good, this kid, I tell you. Setting his own field. Pat Brown, not worried about the captain. He's doing it himself. He knows what he's doing.
Everyone on edge. Pat Brown. Slow ball, slap down the ground. Slap for 4.
Harmer's day. Harmer with the ball, and now Harmer with the bat. 1 ball, 4.
That's damage. 1 delivery to come. Any which way. Hits it straight. Back onto Pat Brown now. 1 delivery.
Free hit for Harmer. Free hit. Leave Bopara at the other end. Swing as hard as you can. get a boundary, get it into single figures.
Checks his field again. Tried the Yorker, straight to long off, just a single. Harmer's got the strike. 12 required.
Well, just remember, if it's a tie, it goes on wickets. We had this in the first semi. If it's a tie, it's wickets. Worcester lost 9, Essex have lost 6. So you feel that 11 would do unless Essex lose 3 wickets, getting that 11.
They'll all be running on again. Luke Fletcher running on.
Rob Keys chirped up from the back. Why don't we have a super over?
Well, he needs to go and have a word with the powers that be. 12 or 11, really. 11. Don't lose wickets. Wayne Parnell. Crowd have had another fabulous day on finals day. 25,000 packed in, 6 deliveries to go. Full and straight, single, sensible. Bapara gets the strike back.
Well, Parnell defended 7 in that first semi, but he didn't have Bopara at the other end with 35 off 21. That was sensible from Harmer. Over to you, Ravi.
Leg side well defended. It's a long boundary out on the leg side. Banged in slow, just a single. He knows what's coming, but it's only a single. Harmer back on strike. Steady with that throw.
What a year this is. World Cup final, World Cup super over, World Cup super over tied, England win, Ashes tied 2-all, Australia keep the urn. Finals day, cracking semi, cracking final.
Banging, slow ball, pulled into the leg side. Should get 2, but it keeps Bapara off strike.
Remember, a tie, and it looks like Essex will win if it's a tie. So if it's 7 runs, it looks like 7 off 3.
Banged in again. That's not gone far. Parnell's got to get this. Parnell's got to get this. It's 2. He run out of puff.
Nice body.
Six from 2.
5 from 2.
5 from 2. There's a 2 anyway. He's having a breather. Parnell's just having a breather. He's having a blow here. Passing his shoes up. He ground to a halt running after that.
Fair play to these lads. What a long summer it's been for these boys. These domestic cricketers started months ago, and they're still giving it their all. September the 21st.
Oh, another, he steamed it straight. Absolute belted it straight. Game, set and match.
It's Harmer's day. It is Harmer's day with the ball. He's had 7 wickets. And now he's 14. Parnell has got to pick himself up and defend 1, like he did in the semi-final. Keeper's got to come up again.
Oh, surround him in a bunch. What has he got? Look at him. He's distraught. Gone for 10. He's got 1 delivery. Gather yourself.
Duckett missed it. That's what happened if you weren't here earlier. First semi-final, Parnell defending 1, Duckett missed it. He's got to pick himself up. He's got to forget that.
He's got 1 ball. He's done it once today. Pick yourself up. 1 delivery. They're patting him on the back. They're trying to lift him. What's the rules? That's all that's about. What's the rules?
One to win, and Essex will go through by losing less wickets. What Harmer can't do is the mistake that Duckett made earlier. Bat on ball. Get a bat on ball and run, and anything could happen.
Fielders going everywhere. Just got to surround him in a bunch. Great field, look at this. Wayne Parnell around the wicket. He's gone for 10 this over. Essex need 1.
Yeah, watch up on the backing up as well. Mancadding, watch that. Don't sneak a single.
They get a single, they get more than a single. They've done enough. It's the Eagles. Vitality Blast 2019 Champions.
It is the Eagles, and it is Harmer. Simon Harmer with the ball, Simon Harmer with the bat, Simon Harmer as captain. First time in the final, and Essex win it. What a cracking summer we've had. International, domestic, it doesn't get better than this.
Ravi Bopara, 36 from 22. Ice cool. 2 4s, 2 6s. Harmer needed to do it, and he's delivered. 18 from 7 deliveries, 3 4s. It's Essex Eagles.
Brilliant game. These low-scoring affairs can be brilliant games. Spare a thought for Worcester. A couple of their lads are still down. Parnell knew it, that previous delivery had gone for 4. Harmer comes in, plays a cameo. 18 of 7.
Well, all the players today have played their part. They've put on an exhibition. It is a terrific, tremendous, wonderful, brilliant day. Vitality Blast T20 Finals Day, 21st of September, and they're still delivering.
They gave it everything. Worcestershire, they won't back up their win from last year. Moeen Ali captained brilliantly. The tale of 2 off-spinners. Harmer's decision at the toss. We will have a bowl, we back ourselves to chase. And with Ravi Bopara in a run chase, you are always in with a shout. The coolest man out there. Brilliant from Bopara. Outstanding from Harmer.
Been a long day. The wonder of it is the players. We've had some glorious weather, 25,000 people crammed in having a ball, an absolute ball.
Players have been outstanding. They started in March, they would have come back earlier than that, and late September to put on the skills that they have. All 22 players in that final, no one let their side down. Fans have loved it. Edgbaston's put on a good show. And Worcester may have lost the game, but again, like last year, they've won a lot of friends.
Great scenes. Anthony McGrath there, coach. Commiserations for last year's winners. Went right to the last delivery. Lightning partnership in 8 deliveries, 19 runs. Isha, who you got?
2 men that have been part of the furniture of Essex. 5 times you've come to finals day, 4 times semi-finalists. You've finally done it. Ravi, what does this mean to you?
It means everything. It's a 1 trophy. I'm saying to everyone, it's a 1 trophy that both of us don't have in our cabinet. And we finally got it. We've got everything else, and this is just ticked it off nicely.
How well did he bat?
He's been a superstar. In the last 5 games we've needed to win, he's come good 4 out of the 5 times. Actually, might be all 5. You know, that's why he's known as one of the greatest players on the county circuit. He delivers when it matters, and also Simon Harmer, you know, for the captain to lead the way he did there with the ball in both semi-final and the final, and then to finish it off at the end. It's a very, very proud moment.
Been part of the club since 2002, 2003 for you. You've been through so much together. This must be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, it's my little buddy over here. You know, played overseas a lot as well, and obviously very good friends. Like you said, I don't think as many games I've played where Rav hasn't played in the team. You know, he deserves all the accolades he's going to get tonight. He's been fantastic for the last couple of weeks. He's been amazing.
What was going through your mind towards the end there? Wickets falling around you. Paul Walters hung around for a little bit there. Simon Harmer comes out, he gets the boundary, takes a bit of pressure off you.
Well, this side was a big boundary, and I said in that par nil over, I'm just going to, I don't care if we only get 6. There was a shorter boundary that side, and I said to Paulie Waltz, you have a go here, I'll get the next over from that end. So don't worry about it. We'll try to finish it in the 19th.
Did you sense there was pressure building on the bowlers as well?
Yeah, of course, especially that time when you expect the bowling team to win in that situation on this wicket. So you know they're under pressure. So it works. You've got to work that in your favour.
What about your captain? I know you were part of the decision to put Simon Harmer as your captain. What has he done for this side?
Yeah, it's just changed the belief. You know, he's focused on the things we do have. He's showed a lot of faith in the young guys who haven't played much. Someone like Aaron Beard who's been a revelation, and he's just changed the mindset to be really positive. Made us believe, even when we were dead and buried with those 4 games to go. You know, he kept saying, "Trust me, boys, it's on. Just keep going, keep going." And obviously, the way he's delivered in the semi-final and the final as well, with the ball in a wicket that suited him down to a T. But you know, to go for the amount of runs that he went for, and then to top it off with the bats, that's a serious effort. It's not a bad red ball bowler either.
Turned out to be a good decision at the toss in the end.
Yeah, it was. Well, we knew, you know, it was a dry wicket. We knew if the lights got on it and a bit of dew, then the ball might get a bit wet. It looks like it did a little bit, but I don't really know what to say. I can't even think straight.
Incredible scenes, and what a summer it's been, the summer of 2019. What about this crowd? How much did they get behind you both?
Well, we've only ever played in the first semi-final when it's still a bit subdued, but today was great. I won't say they got behind us per se. I think they were just having a good time. We've got a lot of our own supporters here, which is fantastic, but you know, the buzz you get from playing in front of a good crowd, and also this sort of atmosphere, you only get it once a year in county cricket, and that's why everyone wants to be at finals there, and the venue's done a great job at hosting the semi-final and the final.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations once again.
Thanks.
And now the winners of the Vitality Blast 2019, the Essex Eagles, will receive their medals from Greg Levine of Vitality. First up, Tom Wesley, Cameron Delport, Dan Lawrence, Ryan Tendusgata, Ravi Bopara, Adam Wheater, Paul Walter, Aaron Nijjar, Aaron Beard, Sam Cook. Squad members, JD Porter, Shane Slater, Ben Allison, Michael Pepper, and the Essex Eagles captain, Simon Harmer.
Simon, many congratulations. If I'd have said to you after 10 games of this competition that you'd be standing here as captain of the winning team, having just won 2 games at that point, you'd have probably been questioning my sanity.
Yeah, I probably would have. We didn't get off to the greatest start. 4 rained-off games. A lot of people wrote us off. Even before we got to the quarter-final, I think there were a lot of people that didn't believe that we had what it took to get it over the line. But here we stand. That little small club, Essex, in the southeast of England, has now the potential to win the double. So here we are. We're going to enjoy it as we always do. And I'm sure the boys are pretty chuffed.
That's twice tonight I've heard you make mention of a small club, Essex. Clearly you want to ram that down people's throats. You're proud of the fact that this club is competing with everybody else.
It's not that, it's that we're always told that we're a small club and we can't do this, and I think that's what's got to change, in my opinion, the mentality of even the administration at Essex of being a small club. We won the championship in 2017 after coming up from Division 2, so I think we've shown to the world and to county cricket that, you know, we are forced to be reckoned with, and it's time that people start changing their perception of Essex County Cricket Club.
And what sparked the turnaround in this competition for you? You mentioned you had that tricky start and the weather didn't help, but what was the one thing, the two, three things that sparked the turnaround?
I think it was the freedom that we started to play with once we started to win. Ravi Bapara was instrumental for us coming back into the team after missing a few games at the start of the competition. Dan Lawrence has been exceptional for a young guy that he is, and everybody's chipped in along the way. Ryan Tenduscarter in that Lancashire game, you could go back and all those little performances. We might not have a team of superstars, but we all chip in, and when one person fails, we sort of pick up the mess and somebody puts in a big performance. So it's just that sort of team culture and the camaraderie amongst one another that gets us over the line.
And this was a very personal triumph for you as well tonight. You got the Man of the Match award, 7 wickets on the day, which is the best analysis, I think, on finals day from any bowler. I'm sure you'd like to roll this pitch around and take it with you. Yeah,
it felt like I was bowling at Chelmsford. There was a lot of turn on offer. I don't think today could have gone any better. But I just want to say a credit to Worcester. They've been unbelievable the entire season to go almost back-to-back after having a great campaign last year, and for putting in a massive performance. It shows that they're a class outfit.
And it was a fair contest. I mean, you had a tricky decision at the toss, but there's no sense that the dew and the night time and the lights played an undue part in the game. It seemed a fair contest across the board.
Yeah, there wasn't as much dew as I was hoping for. I thought it would come on a lot better. It was still quite sticky and slow. So we had our work cut out for us. We sort of were a bit slow in the middle overs. Maybe not the most entertaining final, but we managed to get it over the line in the end.
Final question before you pick up the trophy. You're clearly not done yet. You've got a huge game coming up at Taunton next week. You must be incredibly excited about the potential for a big double.
Yeah, I think we've put our name in the hat now. I'm sure it's going to turn around corners at Taunton because the weather might play a part and they're going to try and do it in 2 days. So we're going to enjoy it tonight, but we'll somehow pick ourselves up tomorrow and go train at Taunton and get ready for Monday.
Fantastic night for you personally and your players. Go get the trophy. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Vitality Blast 2019. The Essex Eagles.
Well, what a great job Simon Harmer has done for that team. What a very special moment that is for that team. What an evening they've had. What a day they have had. And as he said there, Simon Harmer, they have just a day really to recover from this. And then they're in search of the double. So what a season it's been. What a season it might yet still prove to be. Ravi Bopara there. It was interesting that Simon Harmer was very quick to summon him there to lift the trophy with him. And it was he really that saw them over the line, or helped see them over the line at the end.